So, first card we have is the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, the Hierophant, Five of Cups, the Hermit, and the King of Swords, which could be your energy. And the overall energy is the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. We have two tens here, so I do think that this talks about endings of some sort. For some of you, you may be dealing with either, I want to say, a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or Virgo, because we have the Hermit card here. I feel like you're in a situation where you feel overwhelmed and you feel stabbed in the back by somebody. It's like, I think you had high hopes or expectations and you were let down in some way by someone. And I think you're at your last straw. And I think this is the month where you realize it's done. What's done is done. What's done is done is done is done. Like I keep hearing done, done, done. The Chariot talks about moving forward and progressing from this place. With the Hierophant beneath that, these two major arcanas, I feel like this is a major spiritual lesson that you've gone through. You've made it through. We have the Nine of Wands here. This talks about being, in a battle, in a war, but coming out and surviving, still being on guard, still feeling defensive, worrying about, is this going to return? Is this going to happen again? Feeling weak emotionally and mentally, maybe even feeling weak, tired and strained with the Ten of Wands. And emotionally, you're just distraught, I want to say, for some of you. And I'm sorry, I know I don't want to give any unpleasant readings. I really don't. But I feel like, again, this is a general reading, so it's not for everybody, right? It's not everybody's going through this situation. But it's for those of you who really need to hear the message. And somebody out there, there's a Libra or two out there who are going through something like this, and they need to hear this message. I think it's going to take you really owning your worth and owning your power. It's here at the bottom we have the Hermit reflecting on the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is really about a guy who, he's lost something because he has 3 cups built, but behind him are the 2 cups. So there is something to be thankful for. There is still something of worth and value that he's not appreciating in his life because he's so focused on something he lost. However, I think with deeper thought and introspection about this situation, I think you'll come to the conclusion that it's all for the best. It's meant to end. And in time, I think you will come to see that this situation, this relationship, or this person that you've had this ending with, you'll come to see that you've learned something significant out of this relationship. So it's not all negative. It's for the best. And it's now time to focus on your future. Focus on what's ahead. and use that beautiful mind of yours to manifest what it is you truly want, rather than focusing on what you've lost. I want to look at the Ten of, well, I'm going to look at the Ten of Wands first. So this is you really questioning and asking yourself, are you truly happy in this situation anymore? Because we have joyfulness and we have fortune, but in the center we have the thought card. So this is you contemplating, is this truly where I find my happiness, my joy, and my fortune? You know, where am I? It's just, it seems burdensome, and if it's truly worth value and it's something that I really would like in my life, why does it feel so heavy? Why does it feel so hard? Why does it feel so challenging? And whatever this is, you know, this person or this the circumstances put you on guard. So it's a matter of really releasing what no longer serves you. I want to look at the Chariot. Card flew out, so I'm going to let it come out. We have the Doctor, cheerfulness, and the Room, which talks about our secrets, our hidden desires, hidden motives, hidden intentions. But what our heart truly desires is usually the main message with this Room card. And what I see here, this being on the Chariot being about moving forward, being successful in moving forward, moving in the right direction, moving in a positive direction. I kind of feel like these cards are saying it's time to heal what you've needed to heal for some time within yourself. I kind of feel like you've allowed the situation to go on for too long with maybe another person, and it's really had its impact on you. And now it's time for you to really work on healing yourself and moving forward, finding what brings you true happiness, true joy. I'm going to pull one more set on the Hierophant. I think this is someone that you may have thought there was long-term potential here at some point. On the Hierophant, yeah, you know, the Hierophant is about wisdom. It's about we've gained so much wisdom, and now we're able to speak about it. We're able to vocalize it and understand it in a way that maybe we hadn't understood it before. So again, I saw this earlier, but yeah, there's wisdom that you're gaining out of this, and it's you communicating that with others, sharing that with others, and maybe just this other partner, and putting, like, you know, a final nail on it with this relationship or this circumstance. It's you having that necessary conversation and communicating that, look, I'm miserable here, or this isn't working for me, and I'm needing to move on. I'm needing something new. No matter how hard and hurtful it is for me to walk away from it, I have to. Because the Hermit is a single person, and this being next to the Five of Cups tells me, you know, yeah, you're releasing something that's painful, but it's ultimately for your good, okay? So let's look at what's going on, my dear Libras, in love. card we have is the Sun card. The Five of Cups is out again. Page of Cups. King of Swords. Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords. Five of Swords. The Death card. Strength. Bottom of the deck overall energy is the King of Cups. I really think you guys are dealing with a water sign here. A lot of you. That would be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Maybe it could just be, because we have again the King of Swords, so I feel like this is you. And this could be, you know, doesn't matter what sex you are or your sexuality. I really feel like two kings here is talking about energetically. We have two kings. We have two people who are strong-willed and strong-minded and are now willing to speak about what they want and stand up for it. You know, because sometimes in tarot, traditionally, the king is the more of the aggressor, and the queen is more passive. She's more of a passive, nurturing, loving energy. Kings are more about action, you know. So we have two kings that are very certain about what they want, and they're willing to make sacrifices for it. But that could mean the sacrifice of a relationship. Somebody is taking advantage or was taking advantage of you, or you them. Could go either way. But this is coming out this month. Emotions are raw because we have the Ace of Cups in the middle. Now, you know, Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. We have water overflowing, you know, blessing. Aces are always beautiful. Aces always mean new beginnings. But we have to remember that in tarot, all cards are neutral. So with this card, it can also mean emotional overload. We're receiving too much emotionally. Maybe too many people are giving us their opinions, or too many people are involved emotionally. Or maybe this person just makes us feel very emotionally overwhelmed. And as a Libra, you know, I don't think you like being in that place. Here we see imbalance emotionally with the Five of Cups. I'm feeling like you're so focused on the negative and not the positive. The positive being clarity, you know, Ace of Swords, having clarity about the situation. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, the Ace of Swords is about a hard-earned victory. We have to see the truth in a situation, and we have to own up to it and admit it to ourselves in order to find that clarity and ultimately go to where we are meant to be and be with who we're meant to be with and be happy. But, you know, I feel like with the Sun card here and the Ace of Swords, this is about, look, light is shed on this situation. It's no longer, we can avoid it, we can ignore it, we can pretend that things are great, we can move on from this, let's try again. No, because it's clear as day with two fives here. This is conflict. And with this five, it's like, look, shallow earned victory. Somebody's just being petty, being aggressive, taking advantage, and I think you want something more. You need something more in a relationship. I also see that if you're dealing with a water sign especially, this person's emotionally immature. They're just not ready for that kind of commitment or that level of commitment that you're wanting with them. Unrequited love. And not even that. I think this person thinks they love you, but they're not the right person. They're not there. We have two aces here, two fives, two kings. This is pairs, but also this is differences in you know, it doesn't mesh. You two don't mesh well. As a pair, you don't mesh well. You want different things. You see your relationship differently. and you don't feel loved, or you don't feel appreciated, you don't feel respected, maybe. Let me look at the Five of Swords. Now let me just say, for those of you who are single, because I'm sorry, I tend to get carried away and I want to just keep on reading in the same direction I'm going. It's hard sometimes when I'm doing general readings to remember that I'm reading for a bigger audience. So forgive me for that. But for those of you who are just single and you're not serious or dating with anyone and you're not even interested in anyone particular, I definitely see new people coming in. I see a water sign for you. I see a Scorpio, strong Scorpio. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I see a strong Scorpio with the Death card and the King of Cups. I mean, you're dealing with a Scorpio energy or a water sign. I think if you're single, though, this is going to be a situation where they may bring out sides or aspects of you that you are uncomfortable with or unfamiliar with. And it may be a good thing in the sense that it teaches you a lot about yourself and you gain some more insight about yourself. But at the same time, I think emotionally, it may be challenging. So you're going to need strength in dealing with this person. You're going to need to find that inner... It's just like this person challenges you. So I wouldn't take them too seriously either. I wouldn't jump into a relationship with anyone, especially a water sign. That's one thing I'll say. Let me look at, what was I going to look at? I want to look at, let me look at the Five of Swords. I want to say that someone has found maybe happiness elsewhere with something new. That could be you, or it could be the person that you're dealing with, and that's where the sadness is coming from, maybe. Somebody went out over two other people. So I feel like either you were talking to somebody else, and you caused a lot of pain and suffering for this water sign. Or vice versa, they were doing that to you. That's a possibility. Let me look at the Ace of Swords. Remember, this is general readings, guys, okay? Not all of this is going to apply to you, personally. So on the Ace of Swords, we have the Soldier, Conversation, and Journey. Like I said, this is a hard-learned truth or hard-earned victory, okay? So we're seeing that you have to be strong. You're learning some hard truths through conversations, through endings, through maybe walking away from a situation, or for some of you, walking into a situation, walking into a relationship with someone. It's going to be a very, I want to say, a lot of lessons learned from that kind of relationship. So I know it's emotionally very challenging. Whenever I see the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups together, and then to have the Death card under that, I know you guys are going through a lot, and I'm so sorry. Emotionally, for those of you who are ending a relationship, this is very challenging. I understand. But just know the outcome card is the Strength card. You have the strength to overcome this. You are strong enough. You will be successful in overcoming this. And you will find happiness again. Find your light. Cards are saying focus on what makes you happy at this time. Focus on what brings you joy. Even if it's something silly, you know, like, I don't know, even childish things that you used to enjoy doing. Coloring, whatever. Do whatever brings you happiness and joy. Focus on that. You'll come out of this okay.